It's Sunday soccer in the Sunshine State as Sporting JAX hosts Brooklyn FC here on the First Coast at Hodges Stadium on the campus of the University of North Florida. Along with one of the all-time goal scorers in USL history, Corey Herzog, I'm Cole Pepper. Corey, this is a matchup of the two newest teams in the USL Championship. Both sides are going to be looking at this game as a chance to gain 3 points.
Yeah, both teams come in here expecting to get 3 points, so it'll be a very interesting game of how the tactics come out from each coaches.
Sporting JAX coming off a thrilling 4-4 draw against San Antonio FC on Wednesday night. Our player to watch this time around is Rafferty Petter. 2 goals and an assist in 6 games played so far this season. He was a real force against San Antonio.
Yeah, and if you're Sporting JAX tonight, you want to get him on the ball, let him create the chances. Hopefully he can put another one behind him.
For Brooklyn, they have had a hard time scoring goals this year, and one of the guys who has found the net a couple of times is Stefan Stojanovic, former FC Tulsa player and Las Vegas Lights. He is a little more of a veteran player. He's played in this league. They'll be leaning on him to create some attack.
Yeah, they just want that leadership up top. Hopefully he can get on the ball, create chances. Hasn't scored much, but hopefully he can get one tonight.
Sporting JAX and Brooklyn FC. Sporting JAX looking for the first win in league play. Brooklyn looking for the first road win of the season. Back after this in Jacksonville. It's Sunday soccer in the Sunshine State as Sporting JAX hosts Brooklyn FC here on the First Coast at Hodges Stadium on the campus of the University of North Florida. Along with one of the all-time goal scorers in USL history, Corey Herzog, I'm Cole Pepper. Corey, this is a matchup of the two newest teams in the USL Championship. Both sides are going to be looking at this game as a chance to gain 3 points.
Yeah, both teams come in here expecting to get 3 points, so it'll be a very interesting game of how the tactics come out from each coaches.
Sporting JAX coming off a thrilling 4-4 draw against San Antonio FC on Wednesday night. Our player to watch this time around is Rafferty Petter. 2 goals and an assist in 6 games played so far this season. He was a real force against San Antonio.
Yeah, and if you're Sporting JAX tonight, you want to get him on the ball, let him create the chances. Hopefully he can put another one behind him.
For Brooklyn, they have had a hard time scoring goals this year, and one of the guys who has found the net a couple of times is Stefan Stojanovic, former FC Tulsa player and Las Vegas Lights. He is a little more of a veteran player. He's played in this league. They'll be leaning on him to create some attack.
Yeah, they just want that leadership up top. Hopefully he can get on the ball, create chances. Hasn't scored much, but hopefully he can get one tonight.
Sporting JAX and Brooklyn FC. Sporting JAX looking for the first win in league play. Brooklyn looking for the first road win of the season. Back after this in Jacksonville.
For more than 150 years, Ascension St. Vincent's has delivered award-winning compassionate care across Northeast Florida, with 4 hospitals, primary care offices, urgent care centers, and freestanding emergency departments throughout the region. From everyday wellness to advanced specialty care, including heart, cancer, orthopedics, brain and spine surgery, and women's health, we're here for you when you need us most. Get the care you count on, close to home. Learn more at ascension.org/St. Vincent's.
Make Honda of the Avenues your first stop for award-winning customer service and world-class Honda vehicles. Our inventory is bigger than ever, which means we have the perfect Honda waiting for you. Plus, at Honda of the Avenues, we always put our customers first, making the car buying experience fun, fast, and easy. Find great deals on our huge selection, like this month when you lease a 2025 Accord for just $199 a month, or lease a 2026 CR-V Hybrid for $289 a month. Come see just how different car buying can be at Honda of the Avenues, proud sponsor of Sporting JAX.
All right, Donkey Bunky, you're gonna love these jammies I just got for you. I just got cash back on all of this makeup.
You know we can use Price.com in store?
I just grabbed those shoes I've been eyeing.
Can't forget our protein powder.
Just a little something for you, babe.
You win.
Professional men's soccer is back in Jacksonville. Sporting JAX is competing nationally in the USL Championship, bringing world-class pro soccer back to the First Coast at UNF's Hodges Stadium. It's pro soccer that's pro JAX. Secure your seats now from just $10. Call 904-863-KICK or visit sportingjax.com. Secure your seats. Sporting JAX is back at home June 6th. Get your tickets now.
Today's game in the USL Championship is brought to you by Ascension St. Vincent's, Adidas, Honda of the Avenues, Price.com, and Sunbelt Rentals. Let's take a look at the starting 11s for each side. Sporting JAX hosting Brooklyn FC here in Jacksonville on a warm late May day. Here is the starting 11 for Sporting JAX. Juan Kuzain getting the start in place of Ahmad Alcock, who is not in the starting lineup and is not on the team sheet today. Alcock has been a real impact player in terms of the attack for Sporting JAX. Yeah,
he's going to be missed today. He's been getting on the ball, getting those goals that are giving the team confidence. So it'll be interesting to see how Kuzain comes and fills that role.
And as for Brooklyn FC, they've made a number of changes from their last game, a 4-1 loss to Rhode Island. You are very familiar with Juan Carlos Obregon, who will be right at the center of that top line.
Yeah, he's good forward, big, strong, holds the ball up well, and if you give him space in the box, he will put it in the back of the net.
There are the starting 11s for this one. These two teams, the newest in the USL Championship, both in their first year, both also have women's teams who competed in the Gainbridge Super League. For more on these two clubs, let's go down to the sidelines and check in with Emerson Burris.
Well, today's meeting is between two first-year clubs still trying to find their footing in such a tough league. Sporting JAX and Brooklyn have both experienced some growing pains early this season. Brooklyn is still searching for their first road win, while Sporting JAX is still looking for their first league victory. We spoke with Brooklyn FC's head coach Marlon LeBlanc this week, who said putting together an expansion roster in such a short amount of time has been one of the biggest challenges. He called this league unforgiving when trying to put something together so quickly. We also spoke with Sporting JAX head coach Liam Fox, who said the issue isn't competing, it's putting together a consistent 90 minutes. So today, both teams looking for something more than 3 points. They're looking for proof that these clubs are building the right foundation. Guys.
All right, Emerson, thanks so much. There's no doubt we've seen some results from Sporting JAX that give you some hope in this young season, including the 4-4 draw against San Antonio on Wednesday night. But when you go up 3-0 at halftime and then give the lead away and come back and score at the death, you have mixed emotions about things for Sporting JAX.
Yeah, every time you score 4 goals in one game, you're expecting 3 points, let alone 3 in one half. But like we said all year, it's just they're not putting the full 90 minutes. And in the last game, it was a quick 10 minutes, 3 goals, and then they're on their heels again.
See Christian Oliveras there, who will be in goal. He has started every league game for Sporting JAX. Jake McGuire did start in one of the Crinks Tires USL Cup matches. Kieran Sadlier put 2 away from the penalty spot against San Antonio. And there's Jackson Lee coming off his Save of the Week award. We'll see how Brooklyn handles the heat as well as we get set to kick off here in Jacksonville. 85 degrees over mostly cloudy skies. There will be hydration breaks taken in this game. Brooklyn in the light tops with the black shorts. Sporting JAX in their home blues as we get ready to get started here at Hodges Stadium in Jacksonville on a Sunday afternoon. This game originally scheduled to be played yesterday, but when the Sporting JAX women's team qualified for the playoffs as the 2nd seed in the Gainbridge Super League postseason, there was a chance that yesterday could have been a home game for Sporting JAX. Didn't turn out that way. Jacksonville lost to Carolina. Lexington won and wound up winning the title yesterday. But that's why this game, originally scheduled for a Saturday, is now being played on a Sunday afternoon. We'll see how the heat impacts both of these sides as this first half plays out. Brooklyn in possession. And now a giveaway. Sporting JAX will try to counter. Here's Sadlier playing it out wide for Petter. Sent back. Pinto the header for Brooklyn. Tyshawn Rose got ahead to it for Sporting JAX. And the whistle. And it'll be a free kick near the halfway line for Sporting JAX.
You can already see Kuzan's already making those forward runs where they're missing Alcock. So it'll be interesting to see if that's a game plan coming in. And it looks like Brooklyn is playing a 4-3-3 now.
Settling back some defenders against Jacksonville. In talking with Marlon LeBlanc, the head coach for Brooklyn, as Emerson said, he talked about the difficulty putting a team together on short notice, but also wanting to create that personality of the club early on. And sometimes that can be tough when you haven't necessarily been able to spend 6 or 8 months scouting players to fit your style.
Yeah, 100%. And it's going to grow. You can kind of see how they want to play, what they want to do, but right now they don't have the right pieces to make the puzzle look that good.
All right, keys to the game for Sporting JAX. Certainly you want to see them get off to a good start. Don't have to start from behind.
Yeah, just like last game. Get goals early, score, get them on their heels, but you can't let the teams come back in.
And then that first 15 minutes of the second half has been really a real thorn in the side for Sporting JAX this season. And now the keys for Brooklyn FC. Bounce back after a 4-1 loss. Here's a long ball ahead. Offside flag staying down for the moment. It does stay down. Oliveras there for the save for Sporting JAX.
We've seen that a couple times this year with Sporting JAX. Ball over the top, breakaway. To be fair, the forward should finish that, put it over the keeper, and it's a 1-0 lead for Brooklyn.
And now Sporting JAX will try to build from the back. The other key we mentioned for Brooklyn was to handle the change in schedule and the weather and all the things that come with playing away. They have yet to win a game away from home in league play. Ryan Edwards, the captain, center back, sends it forward for Petter. Petter and Sadlier cross paths, and Brooklyn will bring it back. Here's Peter Mangione. Now Petter coming in up the left wing again. Here's Guzan. Brooklyn with the defense. Brooklyn has scored 9 goals this year. And the trouble has really come, Corey, you were noting, in their away matches in terms of how they've defended.
Yeah, in their away matches this year, it's always been 3 or more goals, and then the home matches are a little bit of a closer. So it's something to keep an eye out, how they play differently, home or away, or is it to travel? It's all different things.
Thomas Van Kyaziel playing it forward. Pinto now with a diagonal ball. And a throw coming for Sporting JAX. Brooklyn wanting possession, didn't get it. Day games versus night games, Corey.
It's definitely a lot hotter.
No doubt about it. Marlon LeBlanc, first year as the head coach of the first-year program at Brooklyn. He has plenty of coaching experience at the youth national level as well as with Philadelphia Union 2. And as he was putting his side together, there are some players he coached at the Philadelphia Union 2 level in MLS Next Pro. So familiarity and veterans sort of is the story of this Brooklyn roster.
Did forget about Penn State, where I went.
Can't forget about the Nittany Lions. Liam Fox, the Sporting JAX head man, has been dogged in terms of saying he's going to keep working. He thinks the process is good. It's just a matter of having the time for his players. Like Brooklyn, it was a late roster build in terms of getting everybody in and some injuries. Edwards heads it away. Mangione controls for Brooklyn. Tries to slip one through. Now pulled back. Out wide for C.J. Olney. The 19-year-old swings one into the top of the 6. Set away by Jacksonville, but not completely out. Now Rito back to Harvey Neville. And a whistle and a foul on Jacksonville detected. Turn to the CBS Sports Network on Wednesday, June 10th for a USL Eastern Conference Championship clash under the lights. Tampa Bay Rowdies defend their home turf against battle-tested Charleston Battery at 7 p.m. Eastern. Catch all the action on CBS Sports Network on June 10th. Sporting JAX able to weather a brief Brooklyn storm. Now Oliveras slowly bringing it forward. When you play in these day games in hot conditions, you try to sneak little breaks, don't you? Try to find a moment where you can kind of pace yourself.
Yeah, 100%. The more that you have the ball is the more time that you get the rest. When you don't have it, you got to be running around, going to get it. So when you have the ball in this weather, just keep it, be patient, try to create your numbers, no silly turnovers. And when you go, you go.
And here's Sporting JAX on the run. Through ball that had too much behind it from Antonio Gomez. And it's handled by Jackson Lee. 85 degrees is not what you would call Jacksonville hot. It is warm, though, and it's been fairly muggy this week. Some storms in the area. We would expect that as June and August approach, those temperatures will be more of a factor in games here in Jacksonville. But for now, this is what Brooklyn must deal with. Here's Alves coming forward. Sending one ahead for Olney. Crosses one right out in front. Save made by Oliveras and then put back in on the deflection.
And once again, it's another ball over the top. Just a simple one-time ball, get it wide, over the top. Ball in behind. Great save by Christian in the first one, but comes out top of the 6, easy finish.
And Mangione has been a factor here, the former Penn State Nittany Lion. Just able to clean up. And an 8th minute goal puts Sporting Jacks behind.
And that run from Obregon is perfect across the middle. Fortunately, great save, but that's why you follow up. Easy tap in, nothing you can do there. Great finish.
For Peter Mangione, that's his first goal in a Brooklyn kit in league play. Previous experience at FC Cincinnati 2. But again, we talked about familiarity on this Brooklyn roster. And there's another example.
Yeah, and it's just like we've been talking about most of the year. So it's one ball over the top, you get in behind, and when your defenders are running towards your goal, it's a very dangerous ball to put across.
So now can Sporting Jacks rebound? They did so against San Antonio in the second half after falling down 4-3. Petter scored the late goal. Here's Neville trying to move it forward. Bump from behind, and it will be a Brooklyn throw. How this team responds in the next stretch of the game is going to tell us a lot about where both teams are.
Yeah, and you saw it last game. They went down, had a 3-0 lead, came back, went down 4-3, and they're still battling. So the team is kind of staying together. You see it. I know they don't have any wins, but they're staying positive. Hopefully they can get something here in the first half.
Thomas Van Kayazil playing it out. Alves tried to get it forward to Tommy McNamara. McNamara reclaims it. And Neville pulls it out for Sporting Jacks. Talk about experience. McNamara, over 200 MLS appearances with Chivas USA, NYCFC, Houston, and New England. And he is the guy who Marlon LeBlanc has really leaned on for veteran leadership on this team. Another giveaway in the midfield. Here's Brooklyn on the attack again. Shot from distance. Now Sporting Jacks with the opportunity and a quick counter. Sadly, are coming down the middle of the park. Jääskeläinen in front of him, goes out wide for Rito. Now in front, tried to get it back to Jääskeläinen, making the run right down the middle, couldn't get there.
Two great chances from both teams. Thought Obregon should have just fake shot that, brought the pass out wide to his other forward. And then again, Sporting Jacks does final balls, the final pass. It's just a little too early because you want that defender to come, get him a little bit more space and whip that ball in. But as you can see, it's going to be a fun, I don't know how much longer they're going to keep this energy up in this heat.
Both sides have come out blazing on the counter punch. Now the free kick. Petter stands over it. Sporting Jacks will try to create something here from a long distance free kick. Rafferty Petter swings one in, headed away.
That's one thing this year with Sporting Jacks. They're not getting those deliveries in the box off corners, set pieces, and everything. It's either a little too short or it's going way over the net. Just need to take a little bit more control of that because they could be very dangerous.
Rito plays it back to Christian Oliveras. And Sporting Jacks will try to create something once again. Let the center backs come all the way back. Both Edwards and Gomez were big bodies in the box there, trying to create an opportunity on the free kick. Now Ryan Edwards played for Liam Fox in Scotland and rejoined his former head coach here in Jacksonville. Petter tried to get it to Rose, a little heavy on the touch, but now it comes out for Sadlier with Jääskeläinen making a run down the middle. Sadlier looking for some space, into the box, along the byline, headed and redirected just wide. Edgardo Rito from his wingback spot, came all the way forward and almost caromed one in.
And that's what you want to see from Sadler. Take him on. He was going to serve it early. I was like, oh, take him on. Gets a great cross in, great run across Rito, across the near post, but unfortunately just couldn't get it on target.
There's another look here on this ball. I originally thought it was maybe off the body, but Rito did get his foot to it, leaping up in the air. And Gabriel Alves was down for a while, but he's now back up, and they'll restart play here. Brooklyn with an early 8th-minute goal. Peter Mangione getting his first to give Brooklyn the edge. The long ball over the top. Edwards battling there with Obregon.
And that's what JC Obregon's going to bring. Battling, strong, physical, holds up the ball well, and just starts that little counter.
That's a battle to continue to follow because you've got Ryan Edwards at 6'5" and a full-grown man.
Yeah, the height difference is the big height difference there.
And Obregon at 5'9". And it will be CJ Olney, the 19-year-old, taking the corner kick. Whistle from referee Benjamin Meyer. Trying to clean things up in the mixer. Olney swings one in. Headed away. Olney comes to it for Brooklyn. Rose with the deflection. Now Malik Pinto, former Princeton Tiger. Rose able to pull it away, and now Petter is going to look for an area to operate. Again, trying to through ball. Jaskalainen and Sadlier were ahead, but neither one quite ready to make the run.
Yeah, it looks like they're just off on that timing, understanding where everybody wants to go. Jaskalainen's showing feet, Petter's going in behind. So just little things they need to focus on and tighten up before this half.
McNamara wheeling in the middle. Pinto will send it back. So far, Brooklyn has had the best of possession. And the only 3 shots officially on target in this game have been from the visitors. Quarter of an hour in. Brooklyn with the lead, which gives them a great opportunity here to really dictate tempo if they can maintain possession. There's an errant pass that will lead to a Sporting Jacks throw. Gomez. Pinto back on it. And Brooklyn, you can see, being very deliberate right now, Corey.
Yeah, and Jacksonville's having a really tough time of creating those numbers and getting out of their spaces. Brooklyn's getting the press right, just creating numbers around the ball and just being patient with it.
The ball over the top. Gomez back to head it forward. Kept in, though, by Brooklyn.
And what Brooklyn's doing very well is picking up those second balls. They are going long, trying to get in behind, but when it doesn't, they're picking up those second balls and they gain that 25, 30 yards.
There's McNamara playing it out wide. Now swung back in. Edwards clears for Jacksonville. McNamara again, the 35-year-old. And Kayazil playing to Latinovic. Now forward. Rose tracking back on it. Select is proud to be the official match ball supplier of the USL Championship. From the grassroots to the pros, Select is there every step of the way. Visit us.select-sport.com for the latest Select product specials and more. Select, the player's choice. See if Sporting Jacks can find their way forward out of the corner. Second throw coming for the home side.
Brooklyn's doing a really good job of just locking the ball in, locking it in the corner. Don't let the ball switch or long ball. They're picking up those seconds.
Tyshawn Rose the throw. Sadlier. Second ball won by Rose, but right back to Brooklyn. Ryan McLaughlin, former Liverpool youth. Now here is Rossiter in the midfield. Sporting Jacks will bring it across the field with Edwards. Harvey Neville. Now backtracks all the way back to the keeper.
Looks like when Sporting Jacks does get the ball, there's three center backs. Two of them split to create the two, with Neville going higher. And they're really trying to overload this right side of Kuzan, Neville, and Rito.
Edwards. Rossiter in the middle of the park. Now Gomez. It's been a methodical build up here for Sporting Jacks. Sadlier came deep for it.
But what you can see the difference of both teams are is there's no real running behinds for Sporting Jacks. Brooklyn's, there's one, there's two, there's a midfielder making a run in behind. Sporting Jacks are kind of just stealth, playing with the ball, not testing them in behind.
Free kick coming for Sporting Jacks. Jordan Rossiter having a conversation with the referee Benjamin Meyer right now. Not sure exactly what that came from. But it seems like it was answered to his satisfaction.
Another good opportunity for Sporting Jacks here if they can get a dangerous ball in this box.
Petter will deliver. Petter's ball over the top. Jaskalainen into the middle. And that will lead to a corner. Good opportunity there for Sporting Jacks.
That's a great ball, and a great ball across by Jaskalainen. Unfortunately enough, Brooklyn able to clear it. But when we said the first time, when defenders are running at their goal, it's a great opportunity to put it across the box. Almost an own goal there, but we need runners coming across that box. There's one Sporting Jacks and four Brooklyn. It's well defended there.
Corner kick now for Jacksonville. Petter will trigger this one as well. Keep an eye on Jaskalainen. Sunbelt Corner, Sunbelt Rentals in your corner for all of your equipment rental needs. He swings it in all the way through everybody. Kept in though by Kuzan. Rito. And an errant pass trying to get it to Rossiter. McNamara comes forward. And Rito will just head it back to Christian Oliveros. You can almost hear Liam Fox taking a gasp down on the Jacksonville bench area. Looking for a little more energy from his side.
He's getting frustrated, I think, with the right side rotation there with Kuzan coming a little too wide. Once I'm in that pocket, it looked like he was trying to...
Mangione lays it off. Kuzan back to interrupt. Enter the Brinks Tires USL Cup Game Day Kit Sweepstakes for your chance to win a prize pack worth up to $2,000. Scan the QR code on your screen and enter today. Edwards, ball along the ground to Jaskalainen. McNamara brings it out. Now Mangione. Out wide for Olney. Back toward the spot and headed in and it's 2 for Brooklyn. Stefan Stojanovic, who we signaled out at the top of the show, delivers with the header, and it's 2-0 Brooklyn, and the road team right now is in complete control.
Yeah, and you're just seeing it's coming from this left side again. It's a great ball, but you can see the 2v1 in the back. So he's got to be sprinting back, but what a header this is from 8 yards out. Put it down low like you're taught. Low and hard, across the goal. Great goal for Brooklyn.
Third league goal of the year for Stefan Stojanovic. And now Sporting JAX will be even more strongly tested. What kind of resolve will they show here down 2-0?
Yeah, and if there's anything they learned from last game, you can never give up. It was 3-0, and then we saw San Antonio come back, put 3 in 6 minutes. So there's still belief. You just need to get that first one.
What can Sporting JAX do here? Both of these sides looking for a first in this game. Sporting JAX looking for a first league victory. Brooklyn looking for a first league road win. And the visitors have made an early statement.
Yeah, there's a couple times you see Sporting JAX trying to do a little pattern with Yaskalainen up top, with the center back playing with Kuzan running in behind. But this long diagonal to Rito's on, if they can just pick their head up, hit that 60-yard ball.
Another giveaway, and here's a long diagonal, only on the run out. Oliveras off his line, dives to cover it up. Now will Sporting JAX counter quickly. Here's Rito. Over the top for Yaskalainen. Offside flag is down. Yaskalainen into the box. Knocked down, no whistle. Sporting JAX wanting the PK. They did not get it, but it rolls out for a Jacksonville throw.
Yeah, it was a good run. Unfortunately, they did get the ball before, but it looked like the feet tangled afterwards. But it'll be a tough one to call for Yaskalainen to get a PK there.
Sporting JAX scored 2 on penalties against San Antonio on Wednesday night, with Sadlier taking both of them.
See, Brooklyn's press is really good because they're not creating space in the middle. They're making them go around. That's why that long diagonal, if we can get Rito or Rose in behind just to get that 60-yard ball and create that little 20 to 30-yard space.
There's about an 18-yard swath in the middle of the park right now where Brooklyn is lined up.
And it's very dangerous for Sporting JAX because they're so spread out. If they're one mistake, and that's what happens on those 2 counters that they got.
Sadlier, quick touch to Penner. Back to Sadlier. And now here comes the counter opportunity for Brooklyn. Obregon plays one out wide. Olney was chasing after it. Neville with a professional foul.
And that's another example of that one little turnover. They have a 3v2. Luckily for Sporting JAX, Obregon wasn't able to play him into space forward. But if you're Sporting JAX right now, you need to get on the same page. There's not enough movement. There's not enough go get the ball, long diagonals, creating the numbers. Because if you don't have the numbers around the ball, you're never going to be able to keep it.
So free kick coming from right near the touchline. And another conversation coming for both sides right at the top of the 18-yard box. Gomez trying to stake out his area along with Rossiter.
Make sure we get a second base, Tom.
Olney curls one in, headed back, and then blasted high and away by McNamara. Can't watch the match? Turn on SiriusXM FC 157, North America's only 24/7 source for engaging soccer talk, including USL All Access on Tuesday nights. Plus, hear live matches from the USL, MLS, Premier League, and more, all on SiriusXM FC 157 and the SiriusXM app. Saw a shot of Marlon LeBlanc there. New York born and brought back to one of the boroughs to lead this first-year USL Championship side. The women's team has been playing for the last 2 seasons in the Gainbridge Super League.
And those are the balls I'm talking about. It's okay. It's not the best ball, but you get the little second balls, you pick it up, and now you're 20 yards higher. If that's a good ball into Rito, he's in.
Here's Rito out wide. Neville making an overlapping run. Rito goes inside. Here's Rossiter looking for some space. Sadlier had Rose running to his left. Didn't see him coming. Shot blocked. Rossiter battles for it. Second ball won by Sporting JAX. Jordan Rossiter, former Liverpool youth himself. Now Rose sends one toward Jääskeläinen. The header just wide. Now we have seen the youth trying to make some plays here and the veterans on Brooklyn's side. For more on one of the Brooklyn veterans, let's go down to Emerson Burris.
Well, Coach shout out two veterans earlier this week on our call. Head coach Marlon LeBlanc pointed out specifically Tommy McNamara and hometown forward JC Obregon as players helping establish this club's culture and identity. LeBlanc says with so many players and coaches learning each other in real time, leadership has become critical in helping this expansion group grow together quickly.
Thank you, Emerson. Here's Neville. Edwards. Antonio Gomez on loan from Austin FC.
Brooklyn does very well with their press. It's kind of like a 4-2-4 with 2 good attacking lines and good defensive lines, with those 2 midfielders just clogging up the space there.
Jääskeläinen got to a second ball there. Now Brooklyn will boot it forward. Obregon. Here's that battle between Obregon and Edwards. Neither backing down from that 1v1.
Yeah, if I'm Edwards, I don't want that ball bouncing because that gives Obregon a little bit more time and space just to get that body in there and hold it up. But did well there to battle him off. But as a forward, when I was playing, if that ball was bouncing into a center back, the first thing, put your body in and hopefully you get something.
With the season underway, Sporting JAX prorated season tickets are available now. Get all the perks of season ticket membership for the remaining home games. Call 904-863-KICK or visit sportingjax.com. Use the QR code on your screen. Jääskeläinen asking for the penalty. He touched the ball with his hands while he was asking for it, so it's a handball on Jääskeläinen.
Yeah, I'm not sure how the ref doesn't see the foul here. Looks like it gets clipped right behind. It's not in the box, but it is a foul.
Jääskeläinen went down, didn't get the whistle, and this brings us to a hydration break as you take another look here.
It's very close to being in the box, though, too. So
Jääskeläinen continues to plead his case. And Benjamin Meyer looks like he's done with the conversation. Corey, first half hour in, Brooklyn has looked as good as they've looked anywhere in terms of their road games, up 2-0.
Yeah, I wouldn't believe when you told me that Brooklyn only had 2 wins this season after watching that first 30 minutes of the game. They did well, they pressed well, get the ball wide, and they're finishing their chances. So Sporting JAX just need more movement. You need more creativity in that midfield. Get balls over the top, hit those long diagonals.
One of the factors we haven't really discussed is the short turnaround for Sporting JAX, playing Wednesday night in a very emotional 4-4 matchup with San Antonio. Let's take a little look at the goals here from the first half hour. 8th minute.
It's just one simple ball over the top. Great ball. Picks his head up. Great run by JC Obregon. Great save. And look who's there to clean it up.
Peter Mangione puts it away to make it 1-0. Olney on the delivery from a wide position, the teenager. And then 23rd minute, off a loose ball in midfield. McNamara to Mangione to Olney again. Looks a little bit like a replay of the first goal. And put away there. So Sporting JAX now down 2-0. How does the home team rally?
Yeah, you're just focused on the next 15 minutes. Try to get you don't want to focus on getting a goal. Obviously, that'd be great, but creating those chances, creating that creativity that they're missed in that first 30 minutes. I think if you get that ball at Rito's feet and Rose's feet more on a diag and let them run at him one-on-one, you'll get a lot of success out of it.
You can see the sweat on the jersey of Harvey Neville there. These teams are definitely earning it here in the heat in Jacksonville. A couple minutes of hydration break over. Some of the sweat may be water poured on during that hydration break, by the way.
Yeah, for sure.
Just trying to stay cool. Brooklyn will send it back to Jackson Lee. They'll try to build out here with a 2-0 lead. If you're Brooklyn, you're probably thinking 2-0 at halftime sounds awfully good.
Yeah, if you would have told them before the game 2-0, they would be very happy. And if you're Sporting Jacks, you're just focused on getting one back. Game's not over, as you saw last game. 3-0 to 3-3 to 4-3 to 4-4. So there's plenty of goals coming, hopefully, in this game.
Obregon down on the turf for a moment. Obregon, Honduras international, scored a goal versus New Zealand in the Olympics. Great moment for him.
Yeah, I played with him up in Hartford. Was a really cool guy to hang out with, and even better, he's so competitive in everything that he does. And you can see every 50-50 ball he's putting your body. He's making sure you feel when he's there.
Scored 15 goals in 2 years in Hartford. You probably assisted on all of those, right?
Yeah.
Now a free kick coming. Sporting Jacks looking like a side that needs something good to happen for them right now, just for the mental state.
Yeah, they just need something to bounce the right way. I felt like it's a whole season of sometimes it goes your way, but then it comes back double as hard what goes up against them.
Oliveros will boot it deep here. Escalante and Rossiter both came for it. Brooklyn wins the second ball. Edwards will run back to it.
We said it a couple times. Yes, it's hot, but Brooklyn is winning all those second balls. Unfortunately, not to connect with the pass there, but their press is good. Staying in their lanes. They're very disciplined as a team right now.
Edwards probing. Try to get to Jaskalainen. Second ball won by Kuzain this time. It's a high ball to Rito, and that leads to a Brooklyn throw on a ball that was booted off of Rito right along the side.
You see it a couple times. Edwards is really trying to find Jaskalainen, who's coming to check for the ball. This hasn't clicked yet, but it's something they must have worked on over the week or the 2 days in between the games.
Yeah, when you go Wednesday to Saturday, you really don't get much of a chance to work at all. Wednesday to Sunday gives you a little more of a chance. Thursday would be a rest day. Then back on the training pitch on Friday. And then you can take a bit of a break for Saturday. Oliveira's coming forward. Edwards again going for Jaskalainen. Second ball won by Rito. Tried to get it inside to Petter. Stayed after it. Rose now carries it in. Rose with a shot and a goal! What a blast from Tyshawn Rose. A missile from just outside of the box. And Sporting Jacks has their first.
And just like I said, get Rito and Rose on the ball. Look what happens. Yes, it wasn't clean, wasn't perfect, but what a strike by Rose. That's how you get back into the game, and that's what they needed. And now it's a huge 8 minutes coming up for Sporting Jacks.
Take another look here.
And Rito just getting on the ball, making stuff happen, just being that little energy they needed. And what a goal by Rose.
Well, you can hear it.
Can't hit a ball any sweeter than that. Nothing Jackson Lee can do there.
All sweet spot for Rose. And it's 2-1. Boy, that was a goal Sporting Jacks needed in the worst way. Now can they capitalize on a little bit of momentum? Brooklyn able to wheel. And a corner coming for the visitors.
You can see that goal brought a little bit of life for Sporting Jacks. Obviously stepping a little hard there. Fortunate for Rose, nothing came out of it.
Watch the USL Championship in League One on CBS Sports and ESPN platforms all season long. Catch live matches and expert analysis every day on the CBS Sports Golazo Network and ESPN Plus. Go to USLChampionship.com for the complete USL TV listings. Teenager Olney to swing this one in as a couple of raindrops begin to fall at Hodges Stadium. This one headed away. Kuzain keeps it. Now it's 3v2 for Sporting Jacks. Wide to Petter. He's got Kuzain in the middle. Rafferty Petter. A little bit of a heavy touch, and it led to an awkward delivery that didn't go anywhere for Jacksonville.
Yeah, that last touch gave the defender exactly what he needed to be able to block that. If he keeps it a little tighter, defender either has to stay or go. But that big touch made the decision for the defender too easily.
Here's Rossiter.
It's a huge opportunity for Sporting Jacks to get back into the game.
If they can get another one and go in level at 2, they would have all the momentum and the confidence that they need. Gomez steps in front of one. Now Kuzain. Neville out wide. Has Rito in front of him. Instead sends it back to Kuzain.
And those are the little opportunities. He could have played Rito in behind there. He was on sides. Maybe the connection wasn't there. He thought he was off sides. But if he could play Rito in, get balls in the box, it's all very dangerous.
Here's Sadlier. Gomez, center back coming forward. Rossiter, Kuzain, Gomez, and now back to Oliveras. The hydration break will lead to some stoppage time, also with 3 goals being scored and a couple of times where players were down. We'll get some added time here at the end of the first half.
Yeah, you can see Sporting Jacks, when they get the ball, they're playing those little 5-10 yards. That's what you want to see. Unfortunately, it wasn't on, but you want them to skip players so Brooklyn doesn't have the numbers.
Olney looking for Obregon. Obregon in the box and pushed wide by Oliveras. Not sure if that ball was going to be on frame or not, but it turns into a corner for Brooklyn.
And that's what Obregon will bring. No chance he should have been able to get a shot off there. Turn the defender and get a shot off. Should keep him wide. Don't let that dangerous ball in behind.
28-year-old has a lot of experience. And here is Olney once again for a corner. He's played for the USU 19 side. It was in the Philadelphia Union system. Now with Brooklyn. Only swings it in, headed away, another corner. Gomez got his head to that one for Sporting Jacks. There's Tyshawn Rose, the goal scorer for Jacksonville. We get a conversation with the referee, with Harvey Neville. Olney again to take this corner. Obregon battling for it. And a goal kick, they say. Let's go down to the sidelines once again and check in with Emerson Burris.
Thanks, Cole. Liam Fox, Sporting Jax head coach, told us about some of the challenges that Brooklyn would present to Sporting Jax this week, including pressing high, controlling possession, and making opponents uncomfortable on the ball, which we have seen throughout the first half so far. One else adjustment to make after Wednesday's game for Sporting Jax that Liam mentioned, the staff is going to tweak parts of its halftime messaging after the team has struggled in stretches coming out of the break recently. The hope is those small adjustments can help Jacksonville avoid the lapses that have cost them points throughout the season.
Here's the ball through, past Petter. Jaskalainen couldn't get to it, cut off by Van Kuyzeel. Another loose ball collected by Brooklyn. Kuzane tried to get a foot to that, couldn't. Obregon plays it out wide. Stojanovic. Pinto. Back to Van Kuyzeel. And Alves, former South Georgia Tormenta player, also Birmingham and Rhode Island. Now McNamara, the veteran. Alves ahead to Mangione. Mangione dispossessed by Gomez. Sadlier for Sporting Jax, plays it back to Tyshawn Rose.
You can see Liam get a little upset. When they have the numbers to go forward, they kind of just play it safe, play back, and they kind of restart everything. They never go towards where are the numbers and take advantage of that turnover.
They showed that in the first half against San Antonio on Wednesday. After they got the lead, they were very aggressive in the attack, able to create more opportunities. But here, trying to dig their way back from a 2-0 deficit. Final minute of regulation time in the first half. Again, we expect some stoppage time to be added. Another takeaway and given right back by Sporting Jax. And we're hearing 3 minutes of stoppage time will be added at the end of the half. Brooklyn just standing on it right now. Sporting Jax is back here at Hodges Stadium on June the 6th for a rematch with the Tampa Bay Rowdies in the Prince Tires USL Cup. The match will be broadcast on Channel 4 and ESPN Plus. For tickets, call 904-863-KICK or go to sportingjax.com. Yellow card pulled. Some of the Brooklyn players want an advantage to be played there.
Yeah, Sporting Jax got lucky. It was 2-on-1 versus Neville. Fortunate for Sporting Jax.
Here's Rose. Marlon LeBlanc making a point with the fourth official, trying to have that ball played on. They'd rather have that than a yellow card on Rose at this point. Stoppage time here in the first half. Long ball over the top, handled by Oliveras.
And now this is when you want to go. They're not able to set up the press right away, so get into those spaces just like that and play forward.
There's Rito. Edgardo Rito couldn't control it. Jaskalainen with a press here. 1 minute of stoppage time gone. Well, we have enough for another goal. We saw 3 goals scored in the first half on Wednesday night. 4 goals scored in the second half. Sporting Jax in San Antonio. McNamara header forward. Olney now on a run right down the middle of the park. The 19-year-old shot easily handled by Oliveras. Can Jacksonville counter quickly here?
You can see all that space when it's a turnover for Brooklyn just to get the ball collected and go forward. There's nobody within 20 yards.
Sadlier. Out to Rose. Back to Sadlier. Gomez. Long ball over the top, looking for Petter. It's over his head. And Petter tries to get to it, trying to go over the back, and is whistled.
I think they should be doing more of that in the second half. Those long balls over the top, get the defenders uncomfortable, running back towards their goal. Little things like that don't need to foul there. Can have a deep throw in, and then you move up 40, 50 yards.
Final 30 seconds or so of stoppage time here in the first half. Brooklyn jumped out to a 2-0 lead on goals by Peter Mangione and Stefan Stojanovic. Tyshawn Rose pulled one back in the 37th minute for Sporting JAX. Lee, a long ball. Second ball, won by Brooklyn. Now a chance to come forward for the visitors. Gomez stepped in front of it, and that will be how the first half ends. Sporting JAX got one back after giving up two early in the first half. It's Brooklyn 2, Sporting JAX 1 here in Jacksonville as halftime has arrived. Corey, overall, Brooklyn certainly had the best of it, but Sporting JAX put themselves in a position to try to get something done in the second half. Back with our halftime coverage straight ahead from Jacksonville. 2-1 Brooklyn out on top.
All right, Chunky Bunky, you're gonna love these jammies I just got for you.
I just got cash back on all of this makeup.
You know we can use Price.com in store?
I just grabbed those shoes I've been eyeing.
Can't forget our protein powder.
Just a little something for you, babe.
You win.
At ViStar Credit Union, we know life's a journey. Birthday parties turn to wedding parties. There are first steps and missteps. Just know ViStar is there with banking made for moments big and small. A home where a family grows, or that convertible for the open road. It's a journey we are on together. It's why we support hundreds of local nonprofits, volunteer throughout the Southeast, and simply care. ViStar Credit Union. Do good. Bank better.
Come on, Marsha, let's go. Marsha, no.
Let's do Marsha. Marsha, Marsha, for Marsha, banana, banana, for Marsha, feed fine, more Asha. Marsha.
Marsha's here for daycare.
You obsess over her, and so do we. With daycare, overnight, and spa services, from the most trusted name in the game, Dogtopia. Better lives together.
Back here in Jacksonville, halftime, Sporting JAX trails Brooklyn FC 2-1 at Hodges Stadium. As you take a look at Friendship Fountain in downtown Jacksonville. We are less than 2 weeks away from the start of the World Cup, and some USL sites have been designated as base camps. Let's learn more about how the USL is a part of the World Cup.
Before the World Cup can begin, 48 national teams need a home, and home is a lot more than a practice field.
They wanted a beautiful grass field and in a sort of secure facility with great access to gyms and all the other pieces around.
Dan Rutstein had the honor of handing the keys to Orange County SC's entire facility to the U.S. men's national team. Why does it matter to you to have the U.S. national team at your facility?
Look, if you can't get excited about a World Cup, then we shouldn't be in this business. It's obviously an enormous opportunity. We're happy for them, it's a great facility. We're happy for us, we're happy for our fans, so we can be talked about in the same breath as the home nation in a home World Cup.
Orange County is joined by the Oakland Roots, who will host the Australian national team, and the Tampa Bay Rowdies hosting first-time World Cup team Cape Verde. When clubs spend multiple weeks in one building, the facility must accommodate an entire support system, not just the players. In a large country like the United States, travel can take a toll. Cape Verde's Tampa home sets up short flights to Atlanta, Miami, and Houston for its group matches. Australia will play matches in Vancouver, Seattle, and nearby Santa Clara. The U.S. team's longest journey is Seattle, sandwiched between two group matches in Los Angeles. But as the World Cup takes place, it's business as usual for the USL Championship. For Orange County, a worthwhile temporary adjustment.
We're still training next door. The short-term pain of being not allowed to use our stadium for the medium and long-term gain of working with the US national team, we could never say no to an opportunity like that.
Sometimes the waves are calling your name. Other times, you think the waves are calling your name, but actually, it's the kids.
This summer, get 1,000 bonus points and a chance to win 250,000 bonus points.
Pain doesn't care who you are or why you hurt, but pain can be mastered if you know the way. Fight back with Tiger Balm's legendary herbal power. Trusted for over 100 years, our proven blend of camphor, menthol, and essential oils tames pain with the strength and speed of the tiger, so that you can rise above pain and get back to living. This is the way of the tiger.
We all have goals. But let's be honest, most of us aren't going to be professional athletes. But if your goal is to finish your degree, we can help. Come to a university that puts your goals first. Bellevue University, your partner in finishing goals.
The weather keeps us on our toes. 1 minute it's sunny, the next minute, pop-up showers.
And that's why we plan for quick changes. Letting you know the exact minute you'll need a jacket, an umbrella, or some flip-flops.
Before things turn messy, with spot-on alerts wherever you are. There are no surprises when you stay ready with the Weather Authority. Always watching, always tracking. We got the hotness, them no stop this.
Halftime in Jacksonville. Brooklyn FC looking for the first road victory in the USL Championship for the club, up 2-1 on Sporting JAX. Back here in the booth, along with Corey Herzog, Cole Pepper. Corey, that first half had a couple of different movements to it. What was your takeaway from that first 45?
Yeah, I think it was the hydration break that broke it in half. Brooklyn had the first 30 minutes, and then you saw Sporting JAX get Rito, get Rose on the ball, and it kind of created a little bit of confidence for him.
All right, let's take a look at the highlights from the first half. 3 goals scored in the first half for the second consecutive game involving Sporting JAX. 8th minute, it was Brooklyn getting out on top. Early on, saved there by Oliveras. Now the 8th minute, and this was sort of a continuation of a lot of what we saw in the first half hour from Brooklyn.
Yeah, you can just see it's one ball over the top, and it's in on a breakaway or in on a good cross. And you'll see it again here with the next goal, too, just on that left side. Just a ball in, but great finish. And there it is to open up the scoring.
Peter Mangione with his first goal for Brooklyn FC. And then off a giveaway in the midfield, Brooklyn same idea.
Yep, just a little ball here, get the ball in behind, look up, 2v1 back post, put it to the far one, and what a header this is. Down and across, what you're taught when you're young. Great goal.
Stefan Stojanovic's third goal of the season for Brooklyn. Sporting Jax able to get one back in the 37th. And, well, you talk about a clean strike. Watch this from Tyshawn Rose. Got a little space and got his left foot to it, and an absolute laser beam.
Yeah, it's great technique. Ball doesn't even spin. Once he hit it, we all stood up here. What a goal.
That made it 2-1, and that is the way the first half ended. Now looking at the numbers, the one shot on target was Rose's that went in for Sporting Jax. Possession pretty even. Passing accuracy has been pretty even. A few more corners for Brooklyn. But those numbers really tell you about a game that's been fairly balanced, with Brooklyn getting the slight edge.
Yeah, and I think a lot of those shots came in that first 30 minutes of when they were trying to figure out that and playing balls over the top. Then you saw the hydration break and a little change in everything, and it wasn't as much as Brooklyn, as more Sporting Jax.
We'll see if Sporting Jax can come back and get their first league win in the existence in the USL Championship. If it doesn't come here, we'll take a look in just a bit on what could come next. Elsewhere in the USL Championship, Charleston Battery a 2-0 victory at home over Detroit City yesterday. Indy 11 gets the home win. Pittsburgh Riverhounds with a home win. The home team's doing pretty well. The one that really jumps out at you, Tampa Bay Rowdies. They have been on an absolute roll this year. They go to Lou City and beat one of the toughest teams to beat on their home park.
Yeah, the Rowdies are flying right now. Going to Lou City, like we've said, is very tough to get 3 points, and they go in there, put 2 behind, and do it. Other scores here, including Lexington getting the win at El Paso, and Phoenix Rising winning at home over Sacramento Republic. And an always entertaining matchup between those two teams out west. Let's get the rest of what's going on around the USL with our halftime update.
The first half is in the books in the USL Championship. We hope you're enjoying the match so far. I'm Dan Lucas inside the USL studio with the headlines for the week. FC Tulsa goalkeeper Alex Tembakis collected his 60th career shutout in a big 2-0 win over Hartford Athletic. That's 3 straight wins and 4 unbeaten for the Scissortails as they climb to 4th in the Western Conference standings. Monterey Bay earned its first league victory of the season with a pair of second-half goals and a 2-0 win over Birmingham Legion. The club sits 8 points below the playoff line heading into the weekend. And Orange County opened its temporary home stadium with a 3-2 win over the Oakland Roots. It was an exciting night for the club as it packed a record 7,651 fans into Santa Ana Stadium, Orange County's home field, while the U.S. national team trains at Championship Soccer Stadium for the World Cup. Speaking of the World Cup, congratulations to 2 more USL players, Eloy Roam and Jurgen Locadia, both from Miami FC, getting called up by Curacao. Locadia just completed a hat trick in a win over Louisville City. League One and the USL Championship have loaded the month of June with national spotlight broadcasts. CBS Sports Network will feature the Tampa Bay Rowdies and Charleston Battery, and Las Vegas Lights against Orange County. ESPN2 will feature Forward Madison against Fort Wayne. This is the USL Halftime Update. Let's get you back to your match.
For more than 150 years, Ascension St. Vincent's has delivered award-winning compassionate care across Northeast Florida with 4 hospitals, primary care offices, urgent care centers, and freestanding emergency departments throughout the region. From everyday wellness to advanced specialty care, including heart, cancer, orthopedics, brain and spine surgery, and women's health, we're here for you when you need us most. Get the care you count on, close to home. Learn more at ascension.org/St. Vincent's.
Make Honda of the Avenues your first stop for award-winning customer service and world-class Honda vehicles. Our inventory is bigger than ever, which means we have the perfect Honda waiting for you. Plus, at Honda of the Avenues, we always put our customers first, making the car buying experience fun, fast, and easy. Find great deals on our huge selection, like this month when you lease a 2025 Accord for just $199 a month, or lease a 2026 CR-V Hybrid for $289 a month. Come see just how different car buying can be at Honda of the Avenues, proud sponsor of Sporting Jax.
All right, Chunky Punky, you're gonna love these jammies I just got for you.
I just got cash cash back on all of this makeup.
You know we can use Price.com in store?
I just grabbed those shoes up and I...
Can't forget our protein powder.
Just a little something for you, babe.
You win.
Professional men's soccer is back in Jacksonville. Sporting JAX is competing nationally in the USL Championship, bringing world-class pro soccer back to the First Coast at UNF's Hodges Stadium. It's pro soccer that's pro JAX. Secure your seats now from just $10. Call 904-863-KICK or visit sportingjax.com. Secure your seats. Sporting JAX is back at home June 6th. Get your tickets now.
Today's game in the USL Championship is brought to you by VyStar Credit Union, UNF, Dogtopia Jacksonville Beach Boulevard, Pepsi, and Gatorade. Some of the sights and sounds of the first half. Sporting JAX hosting Brooklyn FC with Brooklyn up 2-1. Sporting JAX will have the kickoff to open this second 45. Same 11 for Sporting JAX and same for Brooklyn as well, it appears. I wonder if in this heat, even with the hydration breaks, if we'll see anything happen here in the next 15 to 20 minutes as far as lineup changes for either side.
Yeah, it'll be interesting with Sporting JAX having that game on Wednesday. They did have an extra day because of the game on Sunday, but it is very hot out there. Brooklyn's not used to the heat. Sporting JAX had 2 games in a week. It'll be very interesting to see what coaches do tactically, sub-wise, and who's going to win the chess match.
Brooklyn is dealing with a couple of injuries that have impacted their depth. Sporting JAX also dealing with a couple of injuries, so both teams somewhat limited in terms of bench. We'll see how it all plays out. Brooklyn without So Nishikawa and Pierre De Silva, who are both out right now. Sporting JAX did not have Ahmad El-Kak in the team sheet today. Not sure if that's a coach's decision or maybe a little bit of a knock from Wednesday night. El-Kak has been a very potent goal scorer for the side in the last 4 or 5 games, including scoring back-to-back goals in games in the Prince Tires USL Cup. He also scored one in league play. So over the top, back heel to Petter. Sporting JAX with bodies all on that right wing. Edgardo Rito back to Petter, now to Kuzain.
That's one of those from Edwards to Jääskeläinen. It actually works this time. Good flick, but again, they get there, we bring it back another 40, 20, 30 yards.
Edwards now out wide to Gomez. Tyshawn Rose. Here's Kuzain onside. He's got Sattler making a run. Goes inside instead for Jääskeläinen. Rose kind of bounced it off of Emil. And now here comes Brooklyn back the other way. Brooklyn on the counter punch. Into the box. Save made by Oliveras. Another shot saved by Oliveras as Obregon got his right foot to it. Christian Oliveras showing why he's been one of the most productive goalkeepers in the league this year.
Yeah, saved him again. Great double save here. But you can see Sporting JAX gets that little turnover, and it's all of a sudden it's a counter 3v2. They got to be a little bit more disciplined in that, getting ready for that counter. But great saves by Christian Oliveras there.
He has been tremendous as a shot stopper this year. on loan from St. Louis City in MLS. Here is Olney on the corner kick. Yaskalainen with a header once. Oliveras grabs it after a bounce. You heard Emerson say right before halftime something that Liam Fox mentioned. We talked about one of the keys being the first 15 minutes after halftime for Sporting JAX. They have to win that segment of the game. And I asked Liam whether he would change how he was handling halftime, and Emerson gave you his response, which is yes, maybe the timing of or the tenor of the directions to the squad. Not really changing what he's trying to get out of them. That's going to remain constant, but how he delivers that message could be tweaked a little bit. So we'll see if this first 15 for Sporting JAX comes to anything, as Mangione is on the deck. You take another look at the foul. Gomez got in behind him. Just joining us here on a Sunday afternoon. Sporting JAX looking for the first league win of the season. Brooklyn looking for the first away win in league play. This one dummy to the top of the box, kicked away by Cousin.
And those little runs in behind from Chase Obregon is just killing Sporting JAX. Just getting the ball, and then he keeps it, plays back 5 yards, and they get across it.
Here's McNamara. Now wide for Stojanovic. McNamara. Stojanovic again. Had to chip it across. Tracked down by Gabriel Alves. Olney overran it, and Harvey Neville comes away with it for Sporting JAX, and this one just chipped forward near the halfway line. McNamara playing it out wide for Olney. Back into the box, headed away by Gomez. Now an opportunity for Sporting JAX. Here's Sadlier with a lot of green in front of him. He's got Yaskalainen to his inside. Sadlier looking. Step over move for Kieran Sadlier. Looking as more bodies come into the box. Now back to Rossiter. Cousin. He'll take a shot from distance and just plug it over the top.
And you want to see Sadlier just run at him. Stop. He keeps dribbling wide, cutting down his space and his time. Gets into a corner, and then he has to bring it back out. If he can just run at that guy one-on-one, they have Rito, they have Yaskalainen on 2v1 in the back.
You like the idea, though, on that run out for Sporting JAX. Sadlier, one of the veterans on this side. 31 years old, making the run. Here's a long ball. Obregon and Ryan Edwards battling it out. And it'll be a foul on Obregon. I think he probably could have called either guy there. That was close to pass interference as you're going to get. Now out for a throw for Brooklyn. Watch the USL Championship in Spanish on 2DN, the nation's leading Spanish language sports network. Go to USLChampionship.com for the complete USL TV listing. In a conversation, this one between the referee Benjamin Meyer, Ryan Edwards, and J.C. Obregon, trying to get him to be less physical. I don't think that's an argument you're winning in this situation. Spoiled out for another Brooklyn throw.
For both of them, it'll be a long 40 minutes left in this half.
And either one is going to back down.
But Obregon's doing really well today of just getting off the defender's shoulders, making the little 2-yard run to create space in behind and making those inflicts just like that. Unfortunate that one didn't work out.
Neville intercepts this pass. And a whistle. Second half has yet to really settle into a rhythm. The heat, style of play, all tending to impact the pace and tenor. Rose had his pass deflected. Taken away. Mangione. Kicked away by Edwards. Then back to Mangione. Pinto will play it back. It's a delicate balance, isn't it, when you're playing away and trying to get your first away victory, and how much you want to attack up 2-1.
Yeah, Brooklyn's not coming out as strong as they did in the first 10-15 minutes. Probably the heat, probably saving some energy. You're going to probably see some subs coming in soon. But you can see them getting a little tired with this heat and just not keeping the ball as well.
We've been talking about whether there'll be changes to either lineup. Let's get more on the injury situation with Emerson Burris.
Well, Cole, I talked at the beginning of the game, the growing pains that Sporting JAX has dealt with early this season, one of those being, like you said, those injuries. The club has missed several key players over the last few games. Zeke Soto, Mohamed Traore, Thomas Roberts, Adam Luckhurst, Ahmad Alcock, and Dita Armstrong are all out today with leg injuries. But there are signs the group is finally getting healthier. Edgardo Rito and Rafferty Petter dealt with leg injuries earlier this season, but they're now back in the lineup, giving this team more depth as they continue searching for that first league win.
It's going to take everybody to get through a grueling USL Championship season. Liam Fox admitted they probably rushed some players into too much game action after they came in either late based on trying to get the visas cleared or late signees. It's that balance. You want to get some kind of productivity out of them, but how much? Now here's Rito. Edgardo Rito plays it wide for Sadlier. Sadlier, hesitation move. Out in front and put in. There's Petter, and there's the equalizer.
Sadlier does so well taking him on, and then at the last second, instead of shooting it, playing an easy ball across for the easy opportunity goal for Petter.
Let's take another look at the equalizer for Sporting JAX. This is where that long ball worked out at the second ball run by Rito.
And again, it comes off Rito just working, getting on the ball, just like the first goal. Great decision here not to shoot that. And good finish by Patio.
Another look at the goal by Rafferty Petter, his third goal in league play this year. He scored the first goal for Sporting JAX in the first game at Rhode Island, first road game at Rhode Island, and then scored again to equalize 4-4 against San Antonio on Wednesday night. So Petter has been right in the middle of things for Sporting JAX since returning to the lineup.
Hopefully that brings a little confidence here for Sporting JAX. Higher up the field, get a little press. Brooklyn now, how are you going to respond?
That goal, as so often does, really changes the feel of this game. This one played back toward Oliveras. Have a breathy moment there. Now not even to the hour mark, and Sporting JAX has come back from 2-0 down to equalize at 2-2. Ball over the top. Offside flag is up on Obregon. Sporting JAX will look to send it back the other way. Sadlier looking for Petter again. Couldn't sneak it through. Now McNamara. It's Sadlier doing the work. Petter clipped the back of the feet of Vuk Latinovic. A little more pop to the step right now for Sporting JAX. Now Petter battling for it, and Petter called for the foul. Soccer season is here, and SeatGeek is the official ticketing partner of the USL. Get all your USL tickets and more from the #1 ticketing site, SeatGeek. Your ticket to great seats.
It looks like Sporting JAX now is in possibly a 4-4-2 with Jääskeläinen and Petter up top.
Now slip through. Onside, here's Oliveras diving forward. Seagulls circling around Hodges Stadium as they were last Sunday during the Gainbridge Super League semifinals. Maybe somebody dropped some popcorn somewhere. Here's Edwards pulling it back for Cousin. Now Gomez. Another long ball ahead. Tried to get it to Rose. It was intercepted, though, by Brooklyn. Here's Obregon. Middle of the park. Sporting JAX retreating in defense. Olney plays it back to McNamara. Olney again out wide. Takes on Neville. Tips it across, headed back to the middle, and taken out by Sporting JAX. Petter will bring it forward. He and Jääskeläinen playing a little, or rather sadly are playing a little 1-2, but couldn't keep control. Stojanovic. Mangione. Obregon turns, blocked. He and Edwards going at it. Obregon again. Save made by Oliveras. Oh, boy, how Obregon can get it off in such a small space is remarkable.
Yeah, it's a great save by Christian, but it's just so quick with his feet, and all of a sudden, boom, quick shot. And like we always thought as a forward, in between the legs of a defender's keepers, maybe not ready for it, but Christian Oliveras again with a great save to keep Sporting JAX in the game.
An hour in, and now some subs about ready to come in for Brooklyn. So far, no movement from the Sporting JAX bench. Sadlier, Rose, looking for Petter, had some contact, and they call the foul on Petter.
Yeah, that's not a foul there. He just has his body ready for the contact. Defender goes down smartly.
Three subs set to come in for Brooklyn at the next opportunity. Now that we have crested the hour mark. Obregon, little one touch. Out wide for Olney. McNamara lifts one into the box. Stojanovic making the run. Back to Olney outside of the box. McNamara again to Obregon. McLaughlin. Headed away by Gomez. Petter lays it off for Tyshawn Rose. Now Sporting JAX will look to transition. There's Sadler dragging it forward. He's got Jaskalainen in the middle of the park. 2v3 for the moment. Now more reinforcements come.
That's well done by Sadler there, not to force the issue. Didn't have any numbers, 2v4, turns it back, and now Sporting Jacks can have the ball.
Neville accelerates, and ball bounced off. They say last off Neville, and so here come the substitutions for Brooklyn.
Entering the match, number 11,
Jaden Servania coming in.
Number 27, Peter Mangione.
And he will sit down Mangione. With this appearance, Jaden Servania makes his 100th appearance in the USL Championship. He'll do that before heading off for international duty with Puerto Rico. Abdoulaye Kante also in, along with John Klein. Sporting Jacks also will have a sub coming. Luke Granitor coming in, replacing Edgardo Rito.
Entering the match, number 26,
and Rito still not 90 minutes fit yet. That's largely the reason for this move. Granitor, a former UNF Osprey, was a star here for his college team on this field after starting his career at North Carolina.
Yeah, I thought Rito had a very good game today. Created both goals off his hard work and energy that he did bring.
Here's Obregon. Swinging one in. Neville heading it down. And out for a goal kick for Sporting Jacks. Well, some of these moves for Brooklyn, bringing in Kante, 26-year-old Frenchman, played pro in France, Portugal, Belgium, Finland, and then signed with Brooklyn this year. So there's some very strong experience from Kante. John Klein, Kansas City born, 26-year-old. Was at Monterey Bay until this year. On May 15th, he was transferred. Now here's the opportunity with Kante making the run. Well defended by Ryan Edwards. It leads to a corner for Brooklyn.
Yeah, it's great defending by Edwards there, but another turnover. All of a sudden, it's 2v1. If Obregon picks up his head here, he could slip this across like Sadler did for Sporting Jacks' first goal, or second goal.
Servania will take the corner for Brooklyn. Swung in and sent back out by Cousin for another corner. And a goal kick comes of it. So we'll see how these substitutions impact either structure or performance for each team. Kante coming in, making an immediate impact.
What Brooklyn's doing really well with their press is the forwards not only pressing the center backs, but cutting off the people behind so they can't play those balls in behind of the midfielders, which makes then the back four and their midfielders easier to read the game.
eFootball is here. Live your dream, rep your team, and play as your favorite USL Championship club. eFootball is free to play. Download now. Throw for Sporting Jacks. Neville to take. Jaskalainen rises for it. Now Sadler with Rose making an underlapping run. Penner coming over as well. Conte doing the work defensively for Brooklyn.
Sadly, or Gomez can get that out of the feet. There's 40 yards of a big switch into Jääskeläinen.
Edwards steps in front of this one for Sporting JAX. Here's Jääskeläinen coming to it. Push from behind, no whistle. Brooklyn scored the first two. Sporting JAX scoring the next two. Who will get the fifth goal of this game? Will there be one coming? Here's Granitor coming forward. Pushed off the ball as he tried to deliver it. And then Rossiter defending, wins a throw for Sporting JAX. Granitor was one of the first players announced for Sporting JAX. He and Dita Armstrong were the first two signed. He's a Florida-born player who has adopted Jacksonville as his hometown after playing at UNF. The number of shots starting to rise here in this game. Some dark clouds started to move in over top of Hodges Stadium. Here's Conte. Running at Gomez. Conte goes down, and a goal kick coming. Benjamin Meyer not about to give the penalty there. Take another look. Conte arguing for it.
I'm not going to get that PK called, but I would be arguing for the corner.
Just over 20 minutes regulation time remaining. We did have a first half hydration break. Here is Antonio Gomez. Back to Oliveras.
And those are the balls that Sporting JAX need to take advantage of. Now they create that 2v1s, 3v2s, and they're in.
Here's
Great
Neville.
ball by Christian.
Neville on the run. Harvey Neville tried to swing it in. He was blocked by Ben Kayazil for a throw in for Sporting JAX.
And that one diagonal ball, 30 to 40 yards, breaks that first line of press, then gets them into those 3v2 situations in the corners where they're trying to overload.
Lifted over the top. Petter between two Brooklyn defenders. Able to keep it in, but couldn't connect with Granitor.
I don't know how he's kept that in, but he's done unbelievable. Unfortunate for Sporting JAX, just doesn't come and fall to the right spot.
And Kuzain down. Might have been a head-to-head there as you look at Pettitor getting a break. Take a look at what Petter does here, right along the byline. Able to just keep it in, going up against Van Kayazil. And Latinovic is back there as well. Those are two big, strong defenders that Petter is battling through.
Yeah, he's done well with there, just slipping his body in between, keeping the ball in play. Unfortunate, just not being able to keep his balance and finding Jääskeläinen for the open net. But well done by Petter, and a great ball by Edwards in behind. Those are the runs that they've been working on.
All right, now the hydration break called for as Kuzain is up. So as we look for the final 20 minutes or so in this one, Corey, what are you expecting?
I think Sporting JAX is just going to go full throttle, and I think they should. They've had the better run of the second half, maybe not with the chances and the counterattacks, but with the possession and getting those chances like in those 18. They just need to put shots on target, crosses in the box, and anything can happen.
All right, let's see how we got to this point in the game as we Look back on our game highlights to this point. 8th minute. Brooklyn working down the left side, and Peter Mangione would be the beneficiary of this carom. Put it away to give Brooklyn the early edge. 23rd minute now. Brooklyn goes up 2-0. Again, working down the left side. And C.J. Olney, the 19-year-old, picks out Stefan Stojanovic with a header to make it a 2-0 Brooklyn lead. But Sporting Jacks would respond less than 15 minutes later with a blast from Tyshawn Rose. This ball, just a heat-seeking missile that found its way into the back corner netting. 55th minute then, second half. Edgardo Rito on a run. Kieran Sattler waited patiently, and Rafferty Petter there to put it away to equalize at 2-2. Beg your pardon, that was Jääskeläinen. I was giving it to Petter, but that was Jääskeläinen. So a 2-2 game here as we come out of the hydration break. Who's got the edge right now momentum-wise in terms of the play and the results as the raindrops start falling?
I think Sporting Jacks right now has the momentum, obviously coming back from 2-0, but they are home. They want that first win. You can see that energy coming a little bit.
And you can see Marlon LeBlanc going to get the raincoat out. Well, it looked like from Liam Fox's reaction that there's going to be a delay in this game. If there is lightning in the area, there will be at least a 30-minute delay. That means they'll pull the players off the pitch, and it will be a minimum 30 minutes wait as the lightning has been detected in the area. So rain's coming down, lightning in the area. We'll stay with it here for as long as we can and see if this one gets going again just in time. If they had known this was coming, they may have delayed the hydration break just a bit. All right, we'll take time out, come back, and give you a little bit more on this one. 2-2 in the second half. Sporting Jacks and Brooklyn FC all level in Jacksonville.
At ViStar Credit Union, we know life's a journey. Birthday parties turn to wedding parties. There are first steps and missteps. Just know ViStar is there with banking made for moments big and small. A home where a family grows, or that convertible for the open road. It's a journey we are on together. It's why we support hundreds of local nonprofits, volunteer throughout the Southeast, and simply care. ViStar Credit Union. Do good. Bank better.
Highland. Insurance, employee benefits, and risk management consulting since 1935. Built on trust and guided by our core values, we're more than a broker. We're your partner, helping you reduce risk and achieve your objectives. From mergers and acquisitions to captives and global risk strategies, we help you navigate complexity with confidence. Our tailored solutions transform uncertainty into opportunity because the right strategy makes all the difference. Better risk management starts with the right partner. Choose Highland.
Week 13 of championship play is upon us. Alex Crognale, center back from San Antonio FC, joins us to talk their incredible start and why they deserve to be the #1 team in the Western Conference. What's gone wrong in Louisville? What's going right for the Tampa Bay Rowdies? 10 games unbeaten to start the year. What is the best game on the docket this weekend? Stick around. This is USL All Access.
We are all level at 2 in Jacksonville in the 75th minute at Hodges Stadium between Sporting JAX and Brooklyn FC. But because of lightning in the area, they've put a halt to this one for the time being. All of the players, staff, officials, everybody else has gone into cover. And they've asked the fans as well to come under the grandstand. And we will await an opportunity to get back to action here. While we have a moment, we do want to reflect on the season just completed, the inaugural season for the Sporting JAX women's team in the Gainbridge Super League. What a season it was. They set a league record for wins, for goals scored. They hosted a playoff game, went out in the semifinals to Carolina. But as Emerson Burris brings us, this was a season to remember for Sporting JAX.
What stood out most about Sporting JAX' inaugural season wasn't just the wins, the playoff berth, or the packed crowds at Hodges Stadium. It was the people. From day one, this team felt different. Expansion teams are supposed to take time to build chemistry and identity, but Sporting JAX skipped that part. In a city still learning what professional women's soccer could look like, this group built something different. Together. Sporting JAX finished its first season as one of the top teams in the Gainbridge Super League and hosted a home semifinal in front of Jacksonville fans. All season, the stories were never just about soccer. They were about teammates becoming family, veteran players embracing a new city, and young athletes chasing professional dreams. Every interview carried the same theme: connection, and you could feel it. You saw it in goal celebrations, locker room traditions, and the way players stayed after matches to sign autographs for young fans. Jacksonville didn't just support a soccer team, it embraced one. The season ended Sunday with a heartbreaking 1-0 semifinal loss to Carolina Ascent, but that result doesn't define what this year meant. Because inaugural seasons aren't always about trophies. They're about building culture and giving a city something to believe in. Sporting JAX did that in less than a year. When the final whistle blew Sunday night, it didn't feel like the end of something. It felt like the beginning.
It really did feel like a celebration more than something to lament for Sporting JAX. The team certainly disappointed to not get to the finals, but look at what they accomplished this season. Ashlyn Puerta, not only the young player of the year, but the player of the year at just the age of 19, scored 12 goals and 7 assists, second most goals in the league. Tied for the league leading goals and won the Golden Playmaker Award as well. Paige Kenton, 10 goals, 7 assists. Look at those goals added with her performance. And this was from a player who began the season not knowing what position she'd play, whether she'd be a defender or a forward. Well, she answered that question with glowing numbers. 10 goals, 7 assists, one of 3 players on the Sporting JAX roster with double digits in goals. And Kate Parks in goal, 58 saves and 10 shutouts. She was a first-team pick by the USL Players Association, made the second team from the league's best 11, and was just tremendous. All of these players among the 6 who made the All-League team for Sporting JAX. These also made second-team All-League. Georgia Brown, one of the first players signed by the team, rookie center back, was magnificent. Also started her career playing internationally for Scotland. Sophie Jones, the captain, such a leader, such a tone setter, great passer as well. And then Bailey DeSmit, who didn't start the season in the starting lineup, certainly did finish it. 12 goals in just 30 shots on goal. She was efficient and tied for second in the league in goals scored. An impressive inaugural campaign for the Sporting JAX women's team in the Gainbridge Super League. Back with more as we await some clear skies in Jacksonville. Sporting JAX and Brooklyn FC level at 2 in a weather delay in the 75th minute.
For more than 150 years, Ascension St. Vincent's has delivered award-winning compassionate care across Northeast Florida, with 4 hospitals, primary care offices, urgent care centers, and freestanding emergency departments throughout the region. From everyday wellness to advanced specialty care, including heart, cancer, orthopedics, brain and spine surgery, and women's health, we're here for you when you need us most. Get the care you count on, close to home. Learn more at ascension.org/St. Vincent's.
Make Honda of the Avenues your first stop for award-winning customer service and world-class Honda vehicles. Our inventory is bigger than ever, which means we have the perfect Honda waiting for you. Plus, at Honda of the Avenues, we always put our customers first, making the car buying experience fun, fast, and easy. Find great deals on our huge selection, like this month when you lease a 2025 Accord for just $199 a month, or lease a 2026 CR-V Hybrid for $289 a month. Come see just how different car buying can be at Honda of the Avenues, proud sponsor of Sporting JAX.
All right, Chunky Bunky, you're gonna love these jammies I just got for you.
I just got cash back on all of this makeup.
You know we can use Price.com in store?
I just grabbed those shoes I've been eyeing.
Can't forget our protein powder.
Just a little something for you, babe.
You win.
Professional men's soccer is back in Jacksonville. Sporting JAX is competing nationally in the USL Championship, bringing world-class pro soccer back to the First Coast at UNF's Hodges Stadium. It's pro soccer that's pro JAX. Secure your seats now from just $10. Call 904-863-KICK or visit sportingjax.com. Secure your seats. Sporting JAX is back at home June 6th. Get your tickets now.
Well, our weather delay is going to last a little bit longer. Just had another lightning strike in the area, so we are going to continue to wait it out and see when this will pass, as we have to have at least a 30-minute stretch here without any lightning in the area. 2-2 our score in the 75th minute with Sporting JAX and Brooklyn. There's another aspect to Sporting JAX having a men's and a women's team. They also have teams playing in the summer league. For both the men and the women. These are pre-professionals, mostly college players. A few top-flight high school players as well will play in USL League Two and USL W League. In the W League, Sporting JAX has one of the anticipated top players in the W League coming back, former Bartram Trail star Grace Ivy, who's playing with the team. Here is Emerson Burris with more on her prospects for the summer.
Jacksonville native Grace Ivy has built an impressive soccer resume. The former Bartram Trail standout was a 2-time Gatorade Florida Player of the Year before beginning her college career at Texas A&M and later transferring to Auburn. Now she's back home competing for Sporting JAX USL W League team, a pre-professional summer league designed to help college athletes develop while maintaining NCAA eligibility. Ivy says being part of the club's growth and seeing women's soccer expand around Jacksonville has made this summer even more special.
Summer League in USLW is great because it gives all these college athletes a way to compete, and even like youth players to kind of see what the level's like in college, and players who want to play in college to kind of get a little snippet of what that kind of looks like when all of these players come together on one team. It's so cool to play with like people that you play against on a normal college season basis. So it's super cool and it's super fun, and it's a great way to get ready for fall and be ready for fall season. Even seeing my summer league team friends like Georgia Brown and Ashlyn Puerta, how they progressed to the pro team, I think it's so cool, and I think it's so inspiring for the younger athletes like within this club or even just in this area, that it gives something, or it gives them something to want to achieve and want to be a part of. So I think that's so cool and something that this area has never seen before, and I'm so excited about it.
You love to hear the excitement from local soccer players with the possibility of professional futures embracing what's happening here in Jacksonville and around the USL.
Yeah, it's good to see that, especially for, like she said, the academy, the younger players that get to see that level of play in college and the pro, and it's right in your backyard.
All right. Rain continues to fall. We just had another lightning strike in the area, so we will continue to wait this out as long as we possibly can. We understand that Brooklyn, they do have a flight to catch, but a little later on today, everybody wants to get this game underway and finished off here in Jacksonville. We'll take time out. Back with more at Hodges Stadium. Sporting Jacks 2, Brooklyn FC 2. Weather delay in the 75th minute at Hodges Stadium.
All right, Donkey Bunky, you're gonna love these jammies I just got for you.
I just got cash back on all of this makeup.
You know we can use price.com in store?
I just grabbed those shoes I've been eyeing.
Can't forget our protein powder.
Just a little something for you, babe.
You win.
At ViStar Credit Union, we know life's a journey. Birthday parties turn to wedding parties. There are first steps and missteps. Just know ViStar is there with banking made for moments big and small. A home where a family grows, or that convertible for the open road. It's a journey we are on together. It's why we support hundreds of local nonprofits, volunteer throughout the Southeast, and simply care. ViStar Credit Union. Do good. Bank better.
The weather keeps us on our toes. 1 minute it's sunny, the next minute, pop-up showers.
And that's why we plan for quick changes. Letting you know the exact minute you'll need a jacket, an umbrella, or some flip-flops.
Before things turn messy, with spot-on alerts wherever you are. There are no surprises when you stay ready with the Weather Authority. Always watching, always tracking.
Still in a weather delay here in Jacksonville. 2-2 between Sporting Jacks and Brooklyn FC in the 75th minute. For those watching locally in Jacksonville, as we get to the top of the hour here, we're going to break away and send it back to regular programming on Channel 4. For those watching on ESPN Plus, we will rejoin action once the game gets going yet again. Do want to look ahead in terms of upcoming schedule for Sporting Jacks and what that looks like for the home team. June 6th at home against the Tampa Bay Rowdies. That's a matchup in the Prinks Tires USL Cup. Then they make a long cross-country trip to Monterey before welcoming Detroit City FC to town on June the 13th. That's a side that they faced in the preseason. Same situation with Charleston. And up to near the nation's capital, take on Loudoun United before back home against the defending champion Pittsburgh Riverhounds on July the 15th, a game that will be seen on CBS Sports Network. The rest of those, ESPN Plus, and the home games all on Channel 4. So that will be the upcoming month and a half or so for Sporting Jacks. In the near term, we're waiting for Mother Nature to give us a chance, and we'll rejoin you on ESPN Plus for the continuation of Sporting Jacks and Brooklyn FC, 75th minute, tied at 2.
We were almost there. 15 minutes. So you don't have me here on normal. I was on the antenna. I was doing the cardinal rule. Down here, this is where your antenna is. Check, check, check. All right, so you got it. Can you talk to her? No? Nothing for her. From the IFB. What? Oh, we got to go back inside. I think there was lightning. Lightning again? Yeah. Yes.
Players, at this time, please return back to the locker rooms. Thank you.
Six and a half hours. Here you go. Yeah, she turns it off. Well, hold on, dude. Let's check the IFB. No, well, no, sorry. No, not you. Yeah, what's up?
But I guess what I'm saying is if we're going to end up staying here, I want to get the game in. If we're not going to get the game in, then we need to make a decision to leave.
Because really now we can make a play. Correct. It's like, since the flight is not canceled yet, they don't want to.
Right. Why don't you get a hold of the league and see what they want to do? But we need to make a decision on what we're doing. Otherwise,
are you okay with the draw if the league is? Right. I mean, obviously, right.
It's
not.
Okay. The other question is, how long do they expect us to wait until we make a decision?
It could be.
You know what I mean?
It could be.
We got players who haven't eaten since.
Correct. So that's what I'm saying. We were
10
planning on doing
10:30?
this. We're planning on doing this right at 5 if everything had continued. So I can get the league to understand.
Yeah. Let's get a hold of the league and see what they want to do. But like the last time these guys had a meal was at 10:30 this morning for a 2 o'clock kickoff. And we're at 5 now. We don't know how much longer we're waiting.
Yep. Calling the league out. Give me a second. I'll get with you right now. I'll be there. Hey, Chris, it's me, Eric, for Sporting JAX. We originally had the 5 o'clock. We're going to check in and see how everything is going. If we got the all clear, which it looks like it does, we'll crowd down and went perfect. But as soon as we agreed to have the players come out, do the 7-minute warm up, and then resume play, another strike hit. So obviously that started the clock back over again. I just spoke with Brooklyn's head coach, and because of their potential fight that they still have booked to leave today, obviously they want to play. Obviously, right? We want to play, but it's gotten to that point where we need to make a decision. Our team wants to play as well, but we're comfortable just calling it a draw. I just need to hear from you saying that the league is good with the draw. That way, either you or I, whoever, can tell Brooklyn, and then we call the match. Okay. All right. I'm relaying what was told to me. This isn't me saying it. This is, All right. they've been in contact, just so you know, transparency with the Dallas Stars also here, and so they are aware rooms are available. I was told to lean on you for a decision because you know Brooklyn just wants to know what all you what you're thinking. Correct. Correct. It's coming, but speaking with our partners here at UNF, it looks like there's continuous bans that are just going to keep popping up, which obviously would, have that potential for another lightning strike. So we could start, and then we could hit again. Understood. Understood. Okay, our
He's trying to tell some Caesar rap story.
correct. Okay, I'll keep you both posted.
What's up, guys? Oh, I'm with the truck. We're just trying to figure out for the broadcast side if we have a verdict on if it's going.
So we're going to still. Yeah, it looks like it's still going to play. The league wants to get it done. So now that we're at this last strike, we're now back in it.
Right. Correct.
So we're still just waiting.
Nope. Yep. You're fine. I was just the producer wanted to check in. So. Perfect. Thank you. Put me up. Check. So I see myself too. Okay. Let me check with her. Yeah. We're going to try to find her. Yep. And your pack is on? You want to? I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, I see battery screen, so.
I hear.
Des? Yeah. You good?
Yeah.
Okay. IFB works, so we're good. I'll hold on to this. You want me to?